our fourth installment of Down the Right Field Line. I'm your host, Rafael Rodriguez, and here with me I have my co-host, Rob Rodriguez. Basically what we're doing here, we're talking baseball, we're talking Marlin baseball. You can follow us on Twitter at Down the RF Line. You can see it right below me right there, to the left, to the right. And you can also like us on Facebook, as well as following us on Facebook at Down the RF Line as well. You can also email us at downtherfline@yahoo.com. So as you can see, there's so many ways that you can get a hold of us. You can send us any questions you have, any concerns. You just want to start up a conversation in terms of Marlin baseball or just baseball in general. That's what we're here for.
And we're also here to just talk baseball. I know during Game 6 of the World Series, we had a lot of people watching the game late at night, and we were tweeting all night different things that happened. I know Mike Stanton was tweeting, and we were retweeting his tweets. So certainly follow us on Twitter, and that way we can get to a conversation going about Marlins baseball.
The Marlins announced their coaching staff yesterday, and one of the notable changes was the fact that Perry Hill is no longer in the coaching staff. We have Joey Cora as the bench coach / infield coach, and Gary Thurman is now going to be at first base. Will also serve as the outfield coach and base running coach. What do you think of the move, Rob? Because the fact that Perry Hill is no longer with us in terms of the coaching staff is kind of troubling to me.
It is a little bit troubling, but at the same time, we knew that it was going to happen eventually, and now that we're kind of moving in a different direction, I think it's going to be kind of a refresher. Joe Thurman is going to be the base running coach, which is perfect because he's going to be at first base. So he's going to be able to advise, Bonifacio, even though Bonifacio can run whenever he wants. It's going to be really good having a first base coach there that knows base running and can advise. And, it's going to give Joe Espada a little bit of relief. He's going to do what he does best, which is third base. And he's a really good third base coach. I've liked him there. But how do you think the infield's going to go with having Joey Cora as infield coach and no longer having the great Perry Hill?
As far as Joey Cora is concerned, from what I've heard, he was a good infielder with the Mariners, and I think that he can get the job done. It also helps that he speaks Spanish, so for guys like Omar Infante, Hanley Ramirez, and if we end up signing a Hispanic third baseman, that'll help too. Right. So in terms of that, I think that is a good fit, but I hate to go back to it, but you had Gabby Sanchez and Omar Infante finish in the finalists for the Gold Glove this past season, so those are big shoes to fill.
Well, it's a good thing that the infielders that we have, at least a good group of them, got to be coached under Perry Hill, so they're going to already know a little bit about what Perry Hill expects, and they're going to bring that into their game. I think Hanley Ramirez improved a little bit, but we'll see. I think we'll be good, and obviously having Ozzie Guillen in there is definitely going to help us out.
Yeah, he's no slouch on defense either. So
right.
I think with that group there, I think we can. They'll get the job done. Honestly.
Absolutely.
And segueing into that, we're going to get into the World Series manager Tony LaRussa, who recently announced his retirement, and after 33 seasons of in the big leagues, managing in the big leagues, it's finally come to an end, and he's, I think in our opinion, probably top 5 managers in baseball, maybe. He's definitely he's somebody well respected in the baseball world, and I think we definitely wish him luck. The next Cardinals manager has a lot of big shoes to fill. I heard something to the effect of if Jose Oquendo is named the Cardinals manager, then it's just a little aside here that Pujols would be more inclined to return to St. Louis.
Right, they did talk about that last night in that interview.
Right, and that would be an interesting scenario there, and he's actually wouldn't be a bad. I think he managed in the Puerto Rican team at some point. I think he's had some sort of experience with managerial experience, so that could work out. But we're not here to talk about who's going to replace him. We're here simply just reflecting on Tony LaRussa's managerial career.
Yeah, I think Tony LaRussa just we've been really spoiled with the group of managers we've had. Jack McKeon, Joe Torre, Bobby Cox, and now Tony LaRussa. All of them, essentially, they're all retiring around the same time.
Yeah.
And it's a real, I guess you can say shame, because I'm an old school person. I know you are too, Rafi, and having that old school drive as a manager, especially as a National League manager,
yeah.
I think it's really something that is good for baseball. And now having them all out, it's going to be really tough when you have other managers come in doing their things differently. And it's kind of, you still see it a little bit in guys like Freddie Gonzalez and Terry Francona. But still, having that old school manager has always been a really cool thing. And he's going to be missed, but I think the Cardinals will be fine.
Well, definitely. And LaRussa, while with the Cardinals, obviously got to manage wonderful players. And in those players, we've had multiple Gold Glove Award winners. And this year is no different, as the awards came out today. And unlike previous years, both leagues have come out this time around.
Right. They were both announced at the same time.
They were both announced at the same time, and not only that, but a lot quicker than before, in my opinion, and I'm sure you share the same opinion on that one. And is there a name out there that really surprised you in terms of, who won it?
Well, I was really surprised with Placido Polanco.
Oh, definitely.
He's a great player. He's had a long career, but I don't see him as a Gold Glove caliber third baseman. Now, I know a lot of third basemen in the National League have kind of a down year, and it was probably a really tough vote. But at the same time, there's probably a few other team players on other teams that probably would have deserved it more. And frankly, I feel like sometimes the Gold Glove award sometimes goes to the players on the best teams.
Yeah.
The American League was announced, and you saw a Royal player named in there. You had Baltimore with Matt Wieters. But, in the past, it's kind of always been big players, and that's why Hanley Ramirez in the past has kind of been overlooked. There was one year that he was right up there with Jimmy Rollins as far as fielding percentage.
Mm-hmm.
But, they gave it to Jimmy Rollins.
Right.
So it's kind of, it is what it is. But I definitely was surprised when I saw that. But I was very happy to see a lot of first-time winners in there.
I actually was excited to see that a guy like Gerardo Parra got recognition. Being that he plays out west in Arizona, and he's not much of an offensive threat, it's an interesting, interesting to see. Like you said, other teams, other players from lesser, I don't want to say lesser known teams, but just
they're smaller market.
Right, smaller market teams are getting that recognition. He's definitely a top flight outfielder that isn't getting recognition until today. We want to remind you that you can follow us on Twitter at Down the RF Line. You can also like us on Facebook at our Down the RF Line page, and also email us at downtherfline@yahoo.com. So we'll see you next week, and here's our random video of the week, which we like to call the
Mega Freak Out.